This video was brought to you by YugiohMint.com. Check out their selection of over 20,000 cards and prices better than TCG Player.
Alright, what is up, YouTube? M440 here. It's been a very long time since we've made a deck profile on this channel. A lot of people were messaging me requesting my Gear Chronicle list, and I'm finally publishing it for you guys. So, without further ado, this is what I played the last few events. Special shout out to YugiohMint.com. If you guys are seeing the playmat here, it is the Crusaders of Lonia mat, the card game that they are producing. You guys should definitely go check out Yugioh Mint. They pride themselves in having prices that are lower than TCG Player, so you guys should check them out for all of your trading card game needs, which means Yu-Gi-Oh, Cardfight Vanguard. They now have Luck and Logic stuff in, so definitely should check them out. So, what am I packing over here? So, Scotch was of no help in any testing or any talking back in the day. So, shout out to Scotch for being not a big help when we were doing this. Me and Sam had a discussion about Gear Chronicle before the Columbus Team League event. I convinced Sam to play 3 TikTok. It definitely did a lot better. So, we'll discuss some of my card choices here as we're going through this. So, first off, 3 TikTok. Best card in the deck. If you can manage to play 4, I would. But this card is ridiculous. It allows you to extend your combo so much. I know a few people make combo videos on what you do with Gear Chronicle. 3 TikTok seems to be the best. If your opponent hits a trigger, okay, you just pummel them out on the next turn. It definitely deck thins you a lot, loads your soul, and if you don't kill your opponent, it's not a problem because it's not like you don't have way more aggression for the next turn. So definitely one of the things I really like about this deck is, considering Angel Feather is pure cancer, this deck is a nice counter to the cancer, even though both decks are very, very toxic for the game. Gear Chronicle, still definitely the second one. So, 3 starter, 4 of our good friend Chronojet. No real explanation here. I'm not playing Tiger. I know a lot of people seem to like Tiger for some goddamn reason. Not doing it, fam. Playing 1 Square 1 Dragon. I've had plenty of debates about this card with a lot of people. Thins your soul out of your TikToks. Sure. Allows you just to extend your combo one step further, because typically when you hit 3, you're at the end of the rope. Let's be real. So you can't really super extend all that much, but he gives you one of those things that you can soul charge at the end of the turn, soul blast, make it a grade 0 when this thing hits the board. Sucks if you have to ride it, but you generally want to prevent that as much as possible. But definitely one of the cards is a one of for the combo toolbox. And last but not least, 2 Little Balu. I know a lot of people probably try to play one of this to match Japan and one of the other grade 3 that retires, or Time Leaps of back row guy. I'm indifferent about that card. Some of the problems I've had with this deck is, if you don't get this or this on your ride, like, what you gonna do? Like, unfortunately, you lose a lot of your toolboxing power. Yes, you can do some stuff, sure, but it's definitely not super optimal. Having the 1 Square 1 Dragon was enough of a cut to cut down on the Baloth, but it's worked out so far. So, there's that. Pretty standard for what I'm sure a lot of people are used to. Next up, I'm only playing 2 of the Steam Night. I understand 3, but 2, I don't want to have to call a booster behind it. Sure, if I have to write it, okay, it's an 8K. But in certain matchups, I don't want to get my opponent a grade 0. Because in the mirror, they can just go get more TikToks, even though it's not super relevant. 3 History Maker. I know a lot of people are only playing 2 of this. I prefer 3. I just want to be able to draw it, extend my combo. It just feels better than some of the other choices that I've seen in this deck. I definitely feel this is more warranted than 3 of that. Next up, for Upstream, one of the best cards in the deck, no explanation. Being able to send TikTok into the Soul Time Leap into a 3 and get the grade 1 at rest, pretty good. I'm playing one Glimmer Breath. This is just an immediate answer to Angel Feather. Nothing more fucking annoying than having their Broken Heart Nurse just start powering up the Vanguard. And then, still testing one Pakor. Yeah, I'm still a little bit indifferent about this guy. He is what he is. I don't know if... I'd probably take this out for another Steam Night, I guess. But your Link Joker matchup at times can be super annoying. Pakor gives you one of the things, makes it a little bit easier. So, and it's not like you can't time leap into it to unlock additional stuff. So that's something else to consider as well. He has a time leap option. Next up, I am playing 4 Stride Fodder. Now, I have debated on taking out a Stride Fodder for one of the plus 5,000 guy. I'll find him really quick. This guy. I've debated this because this does allow the extension of combos, but with only playing 7 grade 3s, I want to make sure that I don't have to discard and make terrible life choices. So, definitely one of the important things with this is I can also fix my Chrono Jets if I need to, if I have Square 1 Dragon in my hand, but definitely liking 4 of this so far. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with me on that, but 3 or 4 seems to be the go-to number. Next up, 4 Zero Shields, the Unflipper, of course. No real explanation there. Next up, I'm playing 4 Malim. Once again, you can cut a Malim and play Etana if you really want to, or if you want to play another copy of GG, yeah, GG's the other one. I just prefer 4 Malims. I want to make sure that when I'm ready to go into the situation that I need her, she's 11k. If I have to ride her, there's still 3 left. It's probably one of the more finer things in life to know. Then 1 GG to clear soul, time leap into her, so forth. That's pretty much the explanation on the grade 1s. Grade 0s. Yay. Tech choices. 4 heals. Very self-explanatory. 4 Wound Water. Once again, I know a lot of people somehow prefer 2 of this, 1 of this. Stands are really crucial in today's meta. Being able to stand History Maker with extra counterblast, time leap even further. 1 stand trigger can get you 2 extra attacks for no reason. So, and plus getting card advantage off of him is ridiculous. I'm also playing 2 of the Dream Gear Cat. You can easily take these out for the guy that flips down the G-Zone, sure. But being able to set into these off of Referee off of this thing to kick punt on your turn to give something an extra 10,000 power and recycle this back to the deck. Definitely good options there. So there's that stuff so far. And then just 4 crits and then 2 draws. 2 draws is fine. If they proc, they proc. And then 4 crits. So that's the main deck. Extra deck. 2 Phoenix. I don't know if I should really need to explain this or not, but Phoenix is the best card in your deck. By far. Next to TikTok. Makes your first combo pretty insane. If you do this right, you get multiple attacks. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't a super big fan of having to play 2 Ninks, but I feel you need to. Once you play 2, you don't have to next stage your opponent to death. Definitely, sometimes a better stride depends on if your opponent has counterblasting, or it gives you counterblasting, things like that, if you want to next stage or not. 1 Breeze for the general factor. I'm only playing 2 Warp Drive. Now, people are just going to be like, I stopped watching the video when you played 2 Warp Drive. I made room, cut the 3rd Warp Drive for another Phoenix. Warp Drive was only ever good in the Shadow Paladin Witch matchup, and I've playtested this deck countless times. It's kind of strange saying that. Certain matchups you don't want to accelerate your deck state even further than you need to, because next stage is what, 5 drive checks? And one of the things with Warp Drive, I don't know. Certain matchups, sure, you want to time leap. Other matchups, you want to kill your opponent. And I liked the versatility of having the extra Phoenix as opposed to the Warp Drive. I mean, yeah, you don't get the Phoenix flip over the Warp Drive combo in this, but that's okay because I'm playing Pakor, so you can flip over Sabreeze and achieve the same result. My other flip over target, good old Chronos Command. 2 Revolution for that stupid Link Joker matchup. Make sure you paralyze your opponent and just keep on chugging on through. I definitely considered 4 of these. This card's stupid. Next up, for next stage, I like making sure that my opponent is dead. There's been games where one next stage doesn't kill them, even though you figure on the next stage you're going to kill them either way. But definitely, I hate to say it, I just feel safer having a double restander that I can skill tree into if I need to. And last but not least, on the Guardians, 2 Uluru and 2 Rafana. Rafana getting out Vangori, getting out a TikTok on the next turn. This card's ridiculous. Just 25k shield for no fucking real reason. And then to top things off, Uluru getting the recycle ability. I know some people were considering screwing this deck. I think this is fine. The only real thing I might change, maybe 3 Uluru, maybe, but Rafana hasn't stirred me wrong yet. So far not so bad. Team League was X number of weeks ago, unfortunately. My team scrub-lorded it out. I went 4-0. I didn't lose any matches, but Justin and Lance scrubbed it up for us. So, it's okay. Link, Joker, and Roy Powden weren't good calls through the event. It's all good. So, yeah, I'll probably see you guys at the ARG Final Championship at the end of the month here. Make sure you guys check out YugiohMint.com. It'd be greatly appreciated. Link to them will be in the description down below. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this build. Obviously, it's a lot more techy than I'm sure some of the people are used to. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. And I'm out. Peace.